7 Tips to Survive in the Wilderness. In the wilderness, you need to be prepared for anything. This is why it's important to have a plan before you enter the wild. Humans have always been explorers. We've conquered the seas, climbed mountains and ventured into the depths of space. In all these adventures, we never know what will happen next. This is why it's so important to have a plan before entering the wilderness. A plan can help you prepare for anything you may encounter in nature and keep you safe. The following are 7 tips to survive in the wilderness. 1. Map your route ahead of time and leave clear markers. Map your route ahead of time and leave clear markers is a tip that is easy to follow. It is important to plan out your journey before you take the first step. This will help you to stay on track, avoid getting lost and make the most of your journey. This tip can be applied in many different ways, both in life and work. For example, if you are going on a trip or taking a new job, it is important to have an idea of what you want from it before you start. If something does not go as planned, at least there will be a clear marker for where to go next. 2. Always be prepared for all weather conditions. The key to staying safe and prepared for the rain is to stay dry. This means that you should always have a waterproof jacket with you, as well as a hat and gloves. You should also have an umbrella so that you can protect yourself from getting wet when it starts raining. You should also bring a few extra things with you in case of any emergencies. Things like snacks, water, a map of the area, and your phone charger are all important things to have on hand. 3. Bring a compass or GPS system with you on your journey. The first thing to do is to bring a compass or GPS system with you on your journey. This will help you find your way and know what direction you are heading in. It's also important to keep a map of the place with you at all times. This will help you navigate, and it will also let you know where the nearest gas station is if your car breaks down. 4. Day pack, flashlight or headlamp, and extra batteries in case of emergency. Day pack. A day pack is a backpack intended for carrying personal belongings during the course of a day. Day packs are often smaller and lighter than traditional backpacks, but still offer plenty of space for essentials. Flashlight or headlamp. A flashlight is a portable handheld electric light. It consists of one or more electric light bulbs mounted in a reflector, with an electric power source providing the electricity necessary to supply current to the bulbs. Extra batteries in case of emergency. Extra batteries are batteries that are kept as replacements for those already in use. They allow uninterrupted operation when other cells fail or run out of power. 5. Stay hydrated by bringing a water bottle and keeping it full at all times. One of the most common reasons for feeling lethargic and sluggish is dehydration. Drinking water helps to keep your body hydrated and also provides you with a natural energy boost. It is important to drink enough water each day in order to avoid dehydration, but it can be hard to remember to drink water throughout the day. The easiest way to stay hydrated is by bringing a water bottle with you at all times, filling it up when you have a chance, and drinking from it regularly. This will help ensure that you are staying hydrated throughout the day without having to think about it too much. 6. Wear comfortable clothing that doesn't restrict movement. In order to play sports, you need to be comfortable. If you are uncomfortable or restricted in movement, it could cause a lot of problems. You should wear clothes that will not restrict your movement. If you are wearing a skirt or dress, make sure that it is not too tight and does not restrict your movement. If you are wearing shorts or pants, make sure they are loose enough so they do not restrict your movements. You should also avoid wearing clothing that has buttons or zippers on the front so they do not get in the way of playing sports. 7. How to find food and shelter and provide other necessities when lost in the wild. While it is always advised to stay in populated areas and not venture into the wild, sometimes emergencies happen. In such cases, it is important to know how to find food and shelter and provide other necessities when lost in the wild. The first thing that you need to do when lost in the wild is find water. This can be done by looking for running streams, lakes or ponds. You can also find water by digging up a ground or finding a tree with moss on it. You should also look for fruit trees or berry bushes, as these are common sources of food and water in the wilderness. The next thing that you need to do is find shelter from the elements like rain, wind, snow, etc. The best way to do this is find a tree with thick branches that are close enough together so that you can lay down on them without falling through them. If there are no trees around, then you should create a makeshift hut out of leaves and branches, or always have a survival kit with you. Life can be dangerous and unpredictable. You never know when you will need to use your survival kit. This kit should have the items you will need to survive in any situation. Keep an eye on your surroundings and know where the nearest shelter is. Stay hydrated and eat nutritious food. Learn how to build a fire, find water, and signal for help if necessary. Know how to identify poisonous plants or animals that could harm you. Learn basic first aid skills such as CPR and how to treat wounds. Bring a whistle or emergency mirror. One of the most common complaints from novice hikers is that they are constantly getting lost. The truth is, it's easy to get turned around and lose your sense of direction in the wilderness. If you find yourself lost, try these tips for staying safe until help arrives.